The Capitol siege last week was so disturbing, it's led to another takeover of sorts. This is the National Guard using effectively the same space as a staging ground. But ready for what and when? Trying to get ahead of the next assault is going to be hard because January 6th marked a shift. Are you worried?
Yes, I am. I am worried. I'm seeing actions and talk of things being planned on January 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, and it's hard to see a trajectory there that doesn't result in more dead people.
Garrison Davis is a Canadian living in the U.S., an online extremism sleuth working to expose chains of hate. The world he watches has changed a lot in a week. Consider the role of Donald Trump as the leader with the instructions.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol.
At 2:24 last week, he tweeted he was disappointed in Mike Pence. That tweet circulated amongst pro-Trump extremists immediately. Within minutes, this is what they were shouting in the Capitol. Many of the Capitol extremists had accounts on the conservative platform Parlor. Newly released GPS data shows how many of those Parlor users were at the Capitol siege and recording it. But now Parlor has effectively been silenced. Thousands of QAnon and right-wing extremist accounts stripped from Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Trump is off those platforms too, and so the mob is splintered, looking for leadership. Trump's utility appears to be waning. How relevant is Donald Trump on there right now?
Donald Trump does not go far enough for a lot of these people. A lot of the people kind of, especially on Telegram and even Gab, kind of just push Donald Trump aside.
Where are these people communicating now? There's been a surge to the encrypted platform Telegram, and that, says Davis, is a worry.
Telegram is full to the brim with actual Nazis and all kinds of open fascists. So we're seeing a lot of these more regular people get exposed to this type of extremism for the first time.
Davis says the conversations now are tactical, how to hide identity and be more effective next time. The platform's newcomers learning from hardened users. And turning January 6th into a symbol, and the rioter who was killed, Ashley Babbitt, into a martyr.
I'm seeing new symbols based on their images.
Stickers with Ashley Babbitt's name?
There's a far-right group I've been tracking. I'm seeing them produce stickers, and I'm seeing their stickers being used from everyone from, Nazi types to mega types.
So how does law enforcement keep up? Security experts seem less worried about the newly fortified D.C. than various state capitals. Keep an eye on places where black voters had a strong turnout. To the white nationalists and the pro-Trump mobs, that makes these places added targets.
The local militias, from Georgia or Pennsylvania and so on, they know their capitals, they know their political leaders. They're following those people.
And there are concerns about beliefs of some in uniform. Not only are current and former police and military members being investigated for their roles in the siege, but a memo was issued this week to remind members of the armed forces of their duty to protect the constitutional process.
There's a culture within those organizations. And sometimes that culture lends itself to more authoritarian behaviors. So it doesn't surprise me that there may be people within law enforcement or the military that have leanings toward the far right.
With right-wing extremism, the United States is on the back foot to root it out and stop it. And from those who watch from the shadows, a sad caution: this doesn't end with a safe inauguration day.
With Biden in office, who are thinking that the only way to get out of this is to take things to the next extreme. So I'm not seeing this movement shrink under Biden. I'm only seeing it grow.